Presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3. Sully Butte Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Brett Spray Service. And by Actegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and the Ag Air. Sully Butte Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Wheeler Seed Farm, Yakby Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth with the call of the game and the voice of the Sully Butte Chargers, Wyatt Perichka.
One game is all it takes to punch your ticket to Aberdeen next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. In one of those games that a ticket will be punched tonight will be taking place 30 minutes from Oneida. It is the SODAK 16 between the Sully Butte Chargers and the Dupree Tigers, as the Dupree Tigers are facing the Chargers for the first time since 2012. We'll talk more about that here in just a moment. But how do these two teams get to this point? Well, we'll start with the Tigers, who are coming out of Region 8. They are 18-4 on the season. They are winners, though, of their last 3 games. And there we go. Now we should be good on the radio. And apologies to Eliza back in the studio for that mistake. But taking a big look, thanks to her, thanks to Jeremy behind the camera tonight as well. But taking a look at the Dupree Tigers coming into this, we mentioned they are coming out of the Region 8 bracket, as they got 2 home games, and that was all they needed to punch their ticket. They defeated Hardin County, Tacony in the first round of 99-21. They would defeat their last contest against Hardin County with a final of 72-53. Take a look at where the Chargers sit right now. They are coming into this in the Region 6B standings. They are 17-5 on the season, a 5-game winning streak heading into tonight's contest in Gettysburg, as they defeated Fulton area 56-44 in their last contest to get them to this point. This is your pregame show. It is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales. Big thanks to them for helping us get set for tonight's contest. Taking a look, like we mentioned, this is the second meeting since 2012 that these two teams have played. In the one and only meeting took place on March 15th, so basically around postseason time is when this contest took place. It was the Chargers who were victorious. They would win with a final of 51-31, as Dupree will be looking for their first win in that span since 2012 in the basketball side of things. Coming up here in just a few moments, we'll take a look at tonight's story headlines. We'll also get a pregame interview with head coach Mike Bush and a pregame interview with head coach Mike White. We're going to more recap of the preseason up to this point, what they expect from the Chargers tonight, and much more. Coach Brian White, as always locked in with his pregame interviews. So that is all coming up here in just a few moments here, as we will take a 60-second timeout, talk more about these two teams as we get you set for the SODAK 16. It is the Dupree Tigers and the Sully Butte Chargers, live from Gettysburg, here after this 60-second timeout on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
SODAK SODAK 16 is taking place in Gettysburg, where the battle wasn't. Is one of the signs you get to read on the way into Gettysburg. The Dupree Tigers and the Sully Buttes Chargers are meeting for the second time since 2012, where Sully Buttes were victorious in that one and only meeting at 51-31. Taking a look at some other games going on around the state of South Dakota for Region 6B. Actually, one game of local interest I do want to make sure we get in is in Class A, where the Stanley County Buffaloes are taking on Flandreau at 7:30 in Miller for that contest. So if you're not here in Gettysburg, hopefully you are in Miller for what's going to be two really good basketball games here tonight. But let's take a look at that Region 6B one more time. The first time, I should say. But taking a look at how everything shaped out. Sully Buttes were already going to be the number 8 seed. After things on top ahead of them were going to shape out, but they didn't get extra games jumped. Warner was maybe the closest to pulling off an upset, but Aberdeen Christian taking on Sioux Falls Lutheran. The other Region 6B representative is Ipswich. They are taking on DeSmit, and I know there was a Facebook going around about posts about maybe some last-second shots and stuff like that. We're not going to get too far into it, but Ipswich did come out with a game winner, and they take on DeSmit. Freeman taking on Lower Brule. You got Volberg Hurley taking on White River. Castlewood matches up against Timberlake. That's the other Region 8B representative. Wall, he's taking on Sandburg Central. Woonsocket and Loyal Frederick area. He's taking on Lyman. And the other game you're tuned into here is the Sully Buttes Chargers and the Dupree Tigers as well. As again, coming up here, we do have a pregame conversation with head coach Mike Bush of the Dupree Tigers, who is in his second season, and head coach Brian White, who is in his 14th season with Sully Buttes. Kind of some interesting stats I wanted to point out as well, is because this game is technically a neutral site game. Yes, Sully Buttes is technically going to have the road travel advantage, even though Dupree the Dupree faithful basically were the first, I would say, 2/3 of the crowd that entered, the initial crowd that got in here, but it's starting to even out right now as Sully Buttes fans are slowly trickling. Again, they only have a 30-minute drive, while the Chargers have a 30-minute drive, while Dupree has a little over almost 2-hour drive to get to Gettysburg. So we mentioned the neutral site games. Well, it is Dupree who does have the winning record on neutral site games. They did play at a few more tournaments than the Sully Buttes. They would go 4-3 in neutral site games. The Chargers are 1-2 in neutral site games. So again, that is maybe something to pay attention to, neutral site. But again, the travel advantage does go to the Chargers of Sully Buttes. So that is also something to see how the crowd plays here tonight. What is the fans? How loud are they going to be? Because this is going to be a heck of an atmosphere as well for this contest here tonight. I mean, just the fact that Dupree has a very well-traveled team traveled fan base tonight, and again, Sully Buttes fans also getting here quite early as well. To tell you how early it was, I was actually locked out of the entrance, and there was already cars parking to get into the seating here in the Gettysburg, what they call North Gym, for tonight. And again, I can't express how amazing this cool opportunity is for the Sully Buttes Chargers, who are in their second consecutive SODAK 16 game, and they will be looking to make it to their first state tournament appearance since before COVID. They technically, if I'm not mistaken, would have been there when COVID happened, but again, COVID making some change of plans, and we all know how that went. But glory to God that we do not have any of that conflict here tonight as well. So I do want to make sure we get into pregame conversations here. So with that, we're going to take our next time out here. We're going to come back in 60 seconds. We are going to talk with head coach Mike Bush of the Dupree Tigers first. That is coming up here in 60 seconds on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
It's Mike Bush, the head coach of the Dupree Tigers on Country 95.3. Coach, first off, I mean, the fact that you guys are in this game to qualify for that state tournament next week. First off, how are you feeling as the coach, but how's the team feeling?
Well, the team's feeling like, they have had a really good season. We had some goals to be in this game from last year. We were really disappointed by losing to Timberlake in the region game last year. We lost by 2. I think a lot of our returning seniors felt that. And so that was a goal, was us to get through the first 2 rounds and then play and then to get into this game. So that was a goal of ours at the beginning of the year for our seniors and our whole program, really. So that's how we kind of prepared for the beginning of the year. We had some high expectations, and we had some new players. But since about January, we've really played some good basketball against some good teams.
Coach, you were 2-3, 3-2. You had 4 losses before January 9th. So you would say maybe just a tough stretch of basketball. But you mentioned the players and like how you kind of maybe were figuring things out. And then now, Coach, you have a chance to win 14 in a row tonight and a chance to go to Aberdeen next week. I mean, just talk about the story of this team this year that has gotten you guys to this point.
So at the beginning of the summer, we all start, you kind of put your team together. And we had 8 returning seniors coming back from last year's disappointing loss, right? But we had a good year last year. We had good seniors, but we had to replace those seniors, as you always do. But we went to camp, and everybody was committed to going to camp. That was the one thing that was a huge deal for us was, hey, we're going to put some time in the gym. We're going to shoot the basketball. We're going to go to team camps, and we're going to see where we end up, hopefully in March, right? So, and then we got a couple of kids that moved in from Eagle Butte that were seniors, and which had made us a stronger team. They are really good players. They put some time in themselves. They were from Dupree at one time and then transferred to Eagle Butte, and then they came back. And so all of our kids were familiar with these guys for most of their, growing up since 3rd grade, playing all those little AAU games, right? So, but the one thing about our team is that, you always want to say, okay, what's our chemistry going to be like? So we were mixing and matching some different lineups in December. Got off to a great start. We played a really good New Underwood team, and that was at home. And we played pretty well, so we got off to a good start. Then we go to LNI, and we get put in. We were in a really tough bracket. I think we beat Custer right away, so we're feeling good about ourselves. Then we play Rapid City Christian, who's a really nice team. They're playing tonight in the tournament, and they kind of spanked us. And then Pine Ridge also, with their best player, we didn't play well in those 2 games. But we finished with a victory against Todd County, so we were kind of wondering where we're going to be, and we were still messing with our lineups a little bit. We went to the Hoop City Classic. We played Parkston. Parkston's been at the top of Class B all year. We had a really close game with them. Didn't look like a great game when you look at it probably as a scoring fan, a 38-30 game. But it was 32-30 with about 18 seconds left, and then the free throw game comes in, and we don't make a shot and whatever. But we had a chance to win that game and not play that great. So since that game, and then January comes in, we have strung together some nice victories, and I think we're getting better. And I think we started to, as they say, we're gonna grow together and we're gonna peak together. I think we're peaking at the right time. We've played some really good basketball in February.
First off, Coach, I mean, a little bit of a longer drive than Sully Boots, but I mean, we're already seeing some of your fans coming in through those doors. I mean, first off, just the opportunity to have a packed crowd here tonight. I mean, that's got to be awesome, for the Dupree community, but also for these guys and for you as coach.
Well, they deserve that. They just, our community is, since I've been there just over the last couple of years, they talk about how they're a basketball community and they have had some tradition and some pride with their basketball teams, and they've had some tournament runs back in 2010 and 12, and then they've had some disappointments in the region. So they are familiar with good basketball in Dupree. So I'm glad that our kids have gotten a chance to play some good ball with the community support. When we played as the number 1 seed in our region, that was a huge goal for us, was to play 2 games in our gym, and we packed that place, and that was a good environment. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how our kids play tonight against Sully Buttes in a different environment, but we're going to have great community support. As they say, Tiger Nation is going to be in Gettysburg tonight, and that's really exciting, and we just hope we play well and put on a good show.
Yeah, let's talk about the opponent, Coach. It is the Sully Beach Chargers, a team that Dupree really doesn't see often, if at all. I mean, last time I checked, it was 2012, the last time that the two teams have matched up. What do you know about this Sully Beach squad with my head coach, Brian White, and kind of your approach tonight?
Well, I lived in Pierre for the last 20-some years. I know how Sully Buttes loves their basketball and their sports and their tradition, and they have a great town, and they have great support too. Coach White is a really good coach. They won state championships with Coach White. Scotty Sefner is the assistant coach now, and I was his Little League baseball coach. So that tells you how old I am and how life moves on. But the Whittlers have been, synonymous with Sully Buttes basketball here for almost the last 10 or 15 years. So I know about the Whittlers and how much time they put in, work ethic they put in. You got another Yackley on the team. That's probably number 300, as far as Oneida basketball. I played football with Todd Yackley. That's how old I am. But but they're really strong. They're really strong defensively. They really get after you defensively. And then when you think that you got them figured out, maybe on film, and I think I watched the 2012 game. I don't think that matters anymore, but I'm only kidding. But the Colson kid really works hard, and then they have. They're two big kids around the middle. They're just, they're solid football players, and they get things done in the middle, which what's what you need in high school basketball is that strong post and rebounder and putbacks. So that makes up their chemistry. They shoot the ball well, they run the floor well, they defend really, really hard, and they're coached up real well. So it's a really good matchup. We'll see if we can hang with them, and we feel like we got some athletes and we got some things that we did well. So. It's time to throw it up and see how we do.
Both really good teams, Coach. What is going to be that X factor tonight for you guys to be that team that is going to the Class B state tournament in Aberdeen?
Yeah, I really believe that all year long, like we always said, who are we? So we've been a pressing, trapping, fast team. We want to still do that. I know when we get down to the end of the season, teams are handling the press a little bit, but we still want to be aggressive. We still want to be able to do what we do and do it well. We put a lot of time into it, so hopefully we can get some runouts and get some traps. We got to shoot some free throws tonight. There's been nights where we've been awesome, and then there's nights where my assistant coach has been the free throw coach, so I give him a lot of crap for that. But no, my assistant is awesome. So, but when it really comes down to it, how do you handle the pressure? How do you get off to a good start, and how you handle yourself, and how you handle the crowd? And I think when we got 10 seniors on our team, so hopefully that experience and all that time on the court will be the difference for us.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Mike Bush for taking some time in the pregame conversation, letting us know how his team is doing. 13 in a row. They have not lost since January 9th of this year, so they have not lost in some time, but the Chargers are going to try to play spoilers, and there's been that saying, when you win a while, there's got to be a time where loss comes, as that's kind of maybe where the Sully Buttes are, but that's the same way the Dupree Tigers might be thinking. Well, winners of 5 in a row. There's got to be a loss in there somewhere, right? Well, one winning streak is going to come to an end, and a season is going to come to an end. And we'll talk with head coach Brian White and talk about his perspective of this matchup and talk about the team, what it's like to have the short travel, have the amazing fans out here tonight. What a great crowd that we have on tap for this Tuesday night, SODAK 16, Sully Buttes Chargers, the Dupree Tigers, coming up here in about 10 minutes. But we got a pregame conversation with head coach Brian White. That's coming up in 60 seconds on Country 95.3. Online at Country 95.3 Sports as we continue your 83 Ag Sales pregame show.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back here on Country 95.3, it's head coach Brian White. And coach, first off, I mean, you got over Faulkton. I mean, just kind of over maybe some of the key takeaways and the Faulkton win to get you guys to this exact moment.
Yeah, we didn't probably play our best game of the year. I thought there was something defensively we could have been a little bit better at, but it's at that point in the year, it's win in advance, and we were 1-0, and that was our goal, and that gave us the opportunity to have a chance to be 1-0 tonight, hopefully.
Well, Coach, I mean, you've been mentioning that 1-0 mindset too, and I think that 1-0 really starts to matter more, especially when you're in and losing, you're out. I mean, just what was maybe the last few days been like with your team, especially knowing that you guys got that extra game, really didn't know who your opponent was until late Saturday night?
Just to prep ourselves to get ready, take care of our bodies, do all the things that we needed to do to be prepared for tonight, and to get ourselves in that spot where we can be mentally here, mentally locked in, and just come out and play with freedom and play together and have some fun doing it.
I was going to say, your team walked in here and they just were sitting on the bench and they're just, I mean, they kind of had that locked in mindset. I mean, right now, how cool of an opportunity, A, is this that you guys are back here for the second time, but B, I mean, just to, be able to have that, I mean, A, to have fun here, but also play for more than just tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you play for all year, to be in this game, to give yourself this opportunity. And our kids have worked extremely hard to do that, and they've given themselves a great opportunity here. And now it's our turn to go figure out how to do it and find a way to get a win, and try to be 1-0 tonight. So we're ready to go. We're locked. We're loaded. We're going to come out. I'm sure there's going to be some nerves on both sides early, and then everyone's going to settle in, and it's just going to be a basketball game.
You guys have won your last 5. Dupree's coming in winning their last 13, Coach. I mean, just talk about this Dupree squad. I mean, kind of an early struggle, but, I mean, they haven't lost a game in over 2 months now. I mean, so talk about this Dupree squad. What do you know about them from the film and kind of your approach tonight with the game plan?
Yeah, they're a really good basketball team. They got a lot of kids that can play, a lot of kids that play with confidence, and they're going to be ready to go. They attack you all over the floor. They're going to press. They're going to trap us. They're going to do all those sort of things to try to create easy baskets for themselves, and how we handle those situations is going to be really important for us. So hopefully we can handle those situations and find ways to put the ball in the hoop and just play fast.
I know you guys haven't been in that state tournament game for a while, Coach. I mean, even before COVID. What is it going to take tonight for you guys? I know the rebounds, the defense. I mean, you got to have all aspects of the game be important tonight. But if there's going to be that one key factor to get you guys into that state tournament in that last 8, what is it going to be and why?
we're just gonna have to defend and rebound and take care of the basketball. I mean, nothing changes. You're still at that point in the year, and you still do the same thing. So we're gonna give ourselves a chance and go after it and try to find a way to get this thing done.
I mean, just how impressive has this group been this season? I mean, it just feels like even with the losses, I mean, they really are just moving on to that next game. I mean, just one thing about this team that's really impressed you up to this point this year.
Just the fact that they come to work every single day. You know, they come to work every day. They play extremely hard. They're just a great group of kids, you know, that they've been a ton of fun to coach, and we're going to go out and give her heck and see where we fall at the end of this thing.
I know I said last question, but I got one more for you. I mean, you guys got the short trip as well, only 30 minutes here. The fact that you can have all of Oneida, all of Sully Buttes here tonight, and, I mean, a really cool atmosphere to play in. I mean, what is that got to be like as well, that feeling, I mean, A, as the coach, but B, for these players?
Yeah, for our guys, it'll be fun. Like, it's a great atmosphere. It's a great opportunity for them to get to come play and get to do the things that they love to do in front of the people that they care about, and that'll be really fun for them. And for me, it's just, sometimes you just got to keep yourself locked in and focused on the task at hand, and take all the other stuff out of it, and just really just focus on how are we executing, where are we executing, where can we improve.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks for covering us. We appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Brian White for taking some time here. We're going to take a 90-second timeout. We'll get you the numbers of this contest. That's next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
We are nearing tip-off here from Gettysburg between the Dupree Tigers, the number 9 seed, and the Sully Buttes Chargers, the number 8 seed. So if all the top seeds win this one, and either way, one of these two teams, if all the other top seeds win, they would be the 8th seed going into this tournament. Let's take a look at the numbers of this contest. How do they fare as far as scoring on the night, common opponents, and everything between these two squads? So the Sully Buttes Chargers, like we mentioned, 17-5 are on the season here. They are averaging about 64 points per game. They surrender about 50 points per game on the season. Their margin of victory is about 13.5 points per game. The Dupree Tigers, they average about 17.2 points victory margin. They score 65 points per game, surrender nearly 48 points per game. Two common opponents, Jones County and Timberlake. The Sully Buttes Chargers went 1-1 against common opponents. They fell to Timberlake 56-51. They would also fall, or they would become victorious over Jones County 84-52. The Dupree Tigers beat Timberlake twice, 55-51, and then 63-60. And Jones County, they were victorious by 28 at 78-50. We are near the starting lineups in the national anthem as we'll send it to the PA for the national anthem here in just a moment. Also, let's get your uniform report here tonight. It's the Sully Beach Chargers and the Dupree Tigers are going to go against each other. The Chargers will be considered the home team. I'll tell you why in just a moment, but the Dupree Tigers going to be in the road yellows tonight. Cursive lettering across their uniforms. Dupree on their jerseys with the purple numbers, purple lettering, and on their uniforms they have stripes on either side with the logo on their right side of their shorts. The Chargers, well, we've been saying this name quite a bit here, or this uniform combination this season. They'll be in their home whites. They got Sully Buttes on their uniforms. They got the purple numbers and purple lettering. It is trimmed in black. They got a small, thin stripe on either side of their uniform, as well as Dupree was lining up like they were going to do the national anthem here, but then they change some things up, so we might get the starting lineup first in this case. And if that is so, we will go with you here. As again, it looks like it will be technically Dupree as the away team in this contest, and Sully Buttes are going to be considered the home team here tonight because, well, they are the higher seed. That's basically how you determine home and away. But we will see if they do a national anthem here before this SODAK 16 contest. Again, the Dupree Tigers and the Sully Buttes Chargers meeting for just the second time since 2012, and you're here in the PA. It is a loud crowd for both these two teams as well. So let's do the Dupree Tigers starting lineup first. It will look like this is number 1. He's at 5'10" senior in Spencer Olson. He's followed by the 6'1" senior in Cruz Birkeland. Number 5 is a 6' senior in Jaden Marshall. It's number 10, the 5'9" senior in Trey Whitewolf. And around up the starting lineup, it's number 21, the 6'5" senior in Aiden Useknife. So the Dupree Tigers going to have a height advantage in this contest here tonight. And for the Sully Buttes Chargers, number 3 is a 6'3" freshman in Easton Moore. He'll be followed by number 10, the 5'8" sophomore in Jet Yackley. Wesley Whitler is number 15. He's a 6'1" senior. Number 20, he's a 5'10" senior in Gavin Colson. And around up the starting lineup, it is number 44, a 6'2" senior in James Miles, as they are now introducing the starting lineups for this contest. The Dupree Tigers under head coach Mike Bush in his second season. It's head coach Brian White in his 14th season with the Sully Buttes Chargers. As yes, we do have people standing in front of our camera here, so we are trying we'll do our best here with the crowd tonight, but Sully Buttes on our side, technically, as far as the visitors go. There's a little bit of section right behind their bench, but Sully Buttes are basically in front of us, to the right, and the Dupree Tigers are taking pretty much all behind the scorers table, as you can see on the screen, and they do have the section to our left as well. Let's make sure you remember those starting lineups. For the Dupree Tigers, Spencer Olson, the senior, Cruz Birkeland, Jaden Marshall, the senior, Trey Whitewolf, and Aiden Useknife. And for the Chargers, again, we mentioned one more time, it is going to be Easton Moore, Jet Yackley. It'll be Wesley Whitler, Gavin Colson, and James Miles. The starting 5 as the Dupree Tigers lineup is getting introduced here. Again, we should have a national anthem, and we will send it here in just a moment. But let's listen to this Sully Buttes crowd as their starting lineup is about to get introduced here in this one. Again, they had the short travel here to get to Gettysburg on this Tuesday night here as the lineup's now getting introduced. And now to tell you how loud it is reached past 90 decibels for the starting lineup as well. As again, we're doing our best with our camera situation right now, as it looks like they are introducing Wesley Whitler last, but they introduce Easton Moore, Jet Yackley, Gavin Colson, and there is Wesley Whitler in there. He is nearing 2,000 points, if I'm not mistaken, in his career. But I don't have the official numbers, but I know that there's been some rumors going around for the scoring of Wesley Whitler. But with that, let's go into the national anthem, and we'll be right back on the other side.
Loyalty and display respect for them. Spectators can support the team tonight by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers tonight. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive sportsmanlike manner. Our only team personnel are allowed on the floor immediately following all SODAK 16 state contests. Spectators will be allowed on the floor following the presentation of the individual and team awards. At this time, we ask you to stand and remove your caps. We pay honor to America with the singing national anthem by Gettysburg High School junior Gabby Gable under the direction of Miss Katrina Smith. Proper respect and attention, place your right hand over the heart. Veterans and other uniformed military personnel may salute the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's play some SODAK 16 basketball. Winner goes to Aberdeen next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The loser season comes one game short. The Chargers will start going from right to left. The Dupree Tigers from left to right, as both head coaches getting their final message to both those two teams. A big thanks to 83 Ag Sales for providing today's pregame show, helping us get set for tip-off. And also a big thanks to everybody who makes this broadcast possible. You're tuned in to KLXS Pure Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio. Big thanks to Jeremy behind the camera. And with that, SODAK 16 basketball is underway in Gettysburg, and it will be the Dupree Tigers getting the opening tip here. They will be going from left to right. It is going to be a big crowd here, a loud crowd here on this Tuesday night. As the first opportunity will go to Marshall. He'll make his way to the near far side. Now give it inside underneath. Passes and looks, and it's going to be taken away by the Sully Chargers. And it was Easton Moore who got in the way of the passing, and it will be Sully basketball. Moore is at the three. He'll swing it to Colson on the far side. Back up top to Moore, and this will work it around the iron. Yackley looks back to Colson. And play a little bit of catch. It's his own defense here. It's Moore for three. No good. Right now the rebound is going to be Wesley Whitler. Whitler for two. He will be a whistle and a foul. And we'll turn the basketball over here. And it is a loud atmosphere. Probably every key moment in this game, you're going to hear that tonight. White Wolf will swing it to the near side now as they'll give it right there off to Useknife. Back around at the top. It's White Wolf. Jumps, gives it up there to Berkeley. Berkeley on the corner. Back up top now for Olsen. As now it's going to be Marshall spins. He'll be fouled, and that's going to be free throws coming up for the Dupree Tigers, and that will send Jaden Marshall to the line. First personal foul is going to be assessed to the Sully Beach Chargers, and Gavin Colson will be credited for the foul. They'll put the clock at 6:55 to go. First points of the night could be at the line, and that's the case as the Dupree Tigers strike first on a Jaden Marshall free throw. We'll get one more here. Again, first personal foul on Gavin Colson. First team foul by the Chargers. Second free throw is good. And it's going to be 2-0 on the Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. The Dupree Tigers do like to trap. They do like to press. And that is going to be something here tonight. Moore will swing it to Yackley. Yackley on the near side now in his own defense. They'll give it off to Colson now. Colson looks. Swing it over to Moore. 15 on the shot clock. Back to Yackley. Defense closes quickly. Yackley, skip pass over to Colson. Pump fake three. He'll drive in. Back out now to Moore. Moore to Yackley. 5 on the shot clock. Here's the drive in. Floater is up. It's going to be left short off the right side. And it's going to be rebounded there by Useknife. So it's going to be the second miss for Chargers. And a rebound going to the Tigers. Useknife underneath. His shot is blocked there by Wesley Whitler. It's going to be quickly over to Gavin Colson. He'll be fouled and go to the line and shoot a pair with 6:08 to go. I apologize. That was Easton Moore on the defensive stop there. And that will put Gavin Colson to the line to shoot a pair. First foul on Jaden Marshall. And now it's going to be Gavin Colson who will try to respond with free throws. First trip for Sully Buttes. He already has a personal foul. And I'll now look to add the points since he'll have the first one go in and out. And Cooper Falkenhagen is going to check in for James Miles with 6:08 to play. 2-0 your score. Here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Ackley, Whitler, and Moore will stand back waiting for the free throw. Colson for the second free throw. Trying to at least get the goose egg off. He does. It is going to be a 2-1. Sully Buttes down by 1. 6:05 to play. White Wolf will swing it to Marshall. Now they'll go corner. Drive by Berkland. He'll go to the other side. Give it back to White Wolf. White Wolf will fire a long shot. That's in and out. Rebound by Useknife. Back out to White Wolf for a second chance. He'll look to drive in. Loses the basketball, and it'll be Sully Buttes basketball. That was a long two there by White Wolf, but Useknife is going to be probably a rebound problem for Sully Buttes tonight. If they can't be physical off the glass. Yackley didn't notice that it was going to be taken away by Marshall, and Marshall will be fouled, and that is going to be free throws coming up as Easton Moore came in closing. And two different fans in two different reactions. And just like that, second trip for Jaden Marshall already. And a loud crowd. I have the crowd mic as probably as low as I can go. And Jaden Marshall will make his third free throw. Makes it 3-1. Tigers up on the Rainnet Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Marshall for one more in a quiet gym. Free throw is good. It is 4-1. Jaden Marshall for the Dupree Tigers with 5:38 to go. Whitler will hand it off to Yackley. The defense is tight, but they have played that zone defense all the way through this first quarter so far. Colson will give it to Yackley. Yackley will swing it back to Colson on the far corner. Colson off to Whitler. He's fouled and can't get the bucket to go. And Wesley Whitler will make his first trip to the line tonight. We'll give the foul off there. It looks like they'll give it off there to Uses Wolf. And that will be his first, team's second. As the first free throw for Whitler, he is going to be left short. This broadcast is brought to you by the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They do want to remind you to be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message for the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw is also not good. Uses Wolf will get the rebound. He has his third of the night. 4-1, it will stay the score for Sully Buttes, down by 3. As White Wolf has it, he'll drive in at the elbow, fires a mid-range 2, can't get the shot to go. Is Wesley Whitler with the rebound, and he's going to try to pick up the pace. He somehow controls the basketball and goes in for the underhand scoop and score. It's 4-3, Dupree up by 1. Fast-paced start here with 4:42 to play in the opening quarter. Uses Wolf, has it. He'll give it off up top now to Spencer Olsen. They'll swing around the arc. Give inside to Berkland. Berkland on the corner, back to Uses Knife. He'll drive in, puts up the shot, leaves it short, and it's Whitler with a rebound. Right now, it is Dupree looking for their first field goal of the contest. Yackley has it. He'll fire a 3 from the near corner. It's in and out. Another in and out shot. And once again, Uses Knife will get another rebound. And the clock is now down to 4:05. Back now in a quiet gym as it quiets down a little bit. There's a give. Fire a 3 there from Spencer Olsen. He'll splash that in for 3. 7-3. Dupree up by 4. Whitler Hand off now to Colson. They'll give it back to Whitler. Whitler was looking for more. He went a little early and will turn it over. First turnover of the night for Sully Buttes. Neither team has made a change except for Cooper Falkenhagen for the Chargers. 3:30 to go. Marshall, he'll drive, put up a shot, and he'll go in for the travel. Took an extra step on the drive. And Coach Wyatt's looked like he's going to spend his first time out of the night. He will. With 3:27 to go in the opening quarter, it is going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 3:27 to go. Chargers down by 4, 7-3. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
7-3 your score on your Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Both teams just a bucket apiece. But right now, it is the 4 free throws and a triple by Spencer Olson that gives them a 3-point advantage. 7-3, or 4-point advantage. 7-3 on the Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Chargers spend their first timeout. They are now down to 4. And that was a full timeout, as well as there's still more fans getting into the stands here. So right now, no changes to the lineup for... Now Dupree makes their first change as I'm looking at it. It's Dawson Jenny, who is in for the first time in this contest for the Tigers. Whitler has it at the top, gives it to Moore on the elbow, fires it off to Yackley for a triple. Jed Yackley cuts it to within 1. It's 7-6. Dupree up by 1. As the Tigers will go inside now. This is going to be Kennedy. He kicks it up top to White Wolf to try to respond. No good. Rebound brought down there by Yackley, and we're going to foul. Yackley fouled as he was trying to get that rebound, and the foul will go against the Tigers. And they'll give it off to Dawson Kennedy with his first personal foul. .250 to go here as Carson Miles is in now for the first time. Checks in for Cooper Falkenhagen. Whitler gives off there to Miles at the top. He'll swing it over to Yackley. Yackley on the corner, trying to get it out there. Does to Whitler. Back to Yackley. Now to Whitler with 15 on the shot clock. 2:32 to play in the quarter. Whitler, skip pass. Colson, he'll fire a 3. Casually sets it up. Can't get the shot to go. Moore, though, will get the rebound. And gives the Sully Buttes Chargers a second chance. Colson on the drive. He looks to go all the way. Gets some contact, but no call. And he'll miss the shot there. Rebound is brought down by Jaden Marshall. He'll stay 7-6. Tiger advantage with 2:05 to play. There's a look give inside. Put up there. Shot no good. There by Spencer Olson. And Gavin Colson will secure the rebound. Another change in the lineup here on the next stoppage with 1:51 to go. Yackley will swing it to Moore. Back up top to Yackley. He'll make his way from the near side to the far side now. Comes back down to the near side to Miles. Miles gets a lane. He has that poked away. That's going to be a steal by the Tigers. Marshall, who's looking to go all the way with it, can't get the shot to go. As it looked like it got deflected there, but Easton Moore will pick up his 4th rebound. Whitler has it. Man was trailing behind. He kept control of it. He picked up his dribble. Gives it off to Yackley now. 80 seconds to go in the first quarter. Whitler to Moore. Moore 3 from the corner. No good as it clinks off the iron and lands in the hands of Birkeland. Chargers 1 of 5 from three-point land in this opening quarter. The Tigers have only taken 2 opportunities from the arc. There's a give inside, looking for Birkeland, but it's going to be right through his arms and another takeaway. Whitler gives it off quickly to Yackley, drives in, has a lane as he gets through the defense and lays it up and in. as Jet Yackley with 5 gives the Chargers their first lead of the night. It is 8-7 Chargers with 37 seconds to go. Shot clock separated by 12. There's a bounce pass taken away there. Looks like Marshall was trying to throw it off the foot of Whitler, and it will go to the Chargers, who will now have the final opportunity in the final shot. 20 seconds to go. Gives it off to Yackley, now to Easton Moore. Chargers going to wait until that clock goes down to about 10. Coach White telling them to hold on. Whitler back to Yackley. They'll swing it off to Easton Moore. Back up top to Yackley. 5 seconds to go. Yackley, Miles, 3 with 3 to go. Can't get the 3 to go as White Wolf is going to pass it off, but can't get the shot to go before the buzzer. We have played one fast-paced quarter, but a low-scoring quarter. It is 8-7, Chargers up by 1. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
When connection matters, it's not just about speed, it's about people. At Venture Communications, you get 100% fiber internet, dependable phone service, and streaming options that fit your life. All supported by friendly local teams who live and work in your community, ready to help anytime. From everyday moments to the ones that matter most, Venture is here to keep you connected. Call 605-852-2224 or visit venturecom.net. You get you set for the second quarter. It is 8-7. Sully Butte took the lead in the last moments of the first quarter, and they lead by 1 in a low-scoring first quarter. Wyatt Bridgeko with you. Jeremy running the camera. Eliza is behind the board here tonight on the radio side of things. Second quarter as Yackley has it at the top. He'll swing it off to Moore. Moore's got a lane, slashes the defense, puts it off the glass and in. It makes it now 10-7. Sully Butte's biggest lead has been 4 by the Dupree Tigers when they led 7-3 in that early first. Here's his knife. Is going to check in on the next stoppage. Marshall has it at the near wing. He'll give it up top now to White Wolf. White Wolf fires a 3. You can't get it at the top. Whitler falls to the floor and trying to get the rebound, so it's going to stay Dupree basketball. And we'll get a couple more changes to the lineup as Spencer Olson will check back in. And use his knife is going to check in. Checking out was Trayden Meeks and a White Wolf. 7:18 to go. Shot clock did reset to 35. We'll see Kennedy inbound it. Gives it off to use his knife. Up top there for the Tigers. And that is going to be Rico Swallow who can't get it. It's going to be Sully Butte's basketball off the steal. Whitler goes all the way. And it's going to be a blocking foul on the Tigers. So that will put Wesley Whitler to the line. Or put Whitler in the line to shoot 2, as that was the 3rd straight turnover for the Tigers. And right now the Sully Buttes can extend their run from 7-0. Foul assessed to Kennedy, picks up his seconds. And Whitler can't get the first free throw to go. Get another change. Cruz Berklane is going to check in for Kennedy. And now they're going to change it, so it's staying in as Kennedy. Checking out, though, is going to be Rico Swallow. And now you got a conversation with the officials, although it was quick. Well, they're trying to make it a 4-point game. Free throw, he's good. 11-7 your score with 7:04 to go. Kennedy will swing it to White Wolf on a quick rest as he's back in. We'll give it up top there for Kennedy. Kennedy will swing it out to Marshall. Marshall's 3, no good. Uses his knife, tips it back to White Wolf. White Wolf going to try to get some fadeaway jumper to go. He can't get that shot to go, and it's Wesley Whitler with another rebound. Whitler zips it over to Falkenhagen. That's going to be too much on the pass, and we'll turn it over. As Coach White telling this team to maybe slow down just a little bit, especially the speed both these two teams have showed off here in the first quarter, and that's looking like it's going to stay that way as well. White Wolf on the near side. He'll give it up top there to Kennedy. And a man-to-man defense by Sally Buttes. White Wolf zips it over to Marshall. Marshall in the paint, and he'll travel. All right, before the travel, it'll be a foul on Sally Buttes. And they just gave Gavin Colson his second. So Carson Miles will check in for Gavin Colson, who has 2 fouls. And the Tigers will reset with 6:18 to go. On the baseline. Uses his knife, gives it off to White Wolf. Quick handoff for a 3, no good. Berkland will get the rebound. And give the Tigers, a second chance. 6:05 to go. 11-7 your score. Here in the SODAK 16 from Gettysburg. Up top. It's going to be a drive there by Kennedy. In the paint, goes for the arrow. Step, no good. It's going to be, once again, another rebound by Wesley Whitler with 5:50 to go. Miles to Moore. Up top, Yackley. Yackley will back up, reset things. Whitler zips it over there to Moore in the paint. Bounce pass off to Miles. Nice ball movement. Miles, though, looking to pass it out. It's going to be taken away. As that will be Kennedy that's going to be Olsen who comes up with the steal. And looks like it's going to be Coach Mike Bush who is asking for a timeout, and he'll spend a quick 30. We'll keep it right here on Country 95.3, online Country 95.3 Sports. This broadcast is brought to you by the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They want to say, be an example, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. There's not even a free seat in this gym. That's how packed this gymnasium is. Again, that was the first time out by Dupree. They spend a 30. So both teams now down to 4 timeouts apiece. Chargers, though, on an 8-0 run. Starting back in the first quarter. 5:29 to go in the first half. An 11-7 ball game. Chargers did not have the lead until they took it late in that first quarter. And it will be Dupree basketball. 27 seconds on the shot clock as well. Kennedy gets the inbound. He'll get it right back to White Wolf. White Wolf down to Berkland. Berkland has it. He's looking. Matched up there by Falkenhagen, who checks back in. Here's a give to Kennedy. Swinging out there to Olsen. Olsen back up top, Kennedy. Kennedy puts it on the deck. Jump stop. Spin and fadeaway jumper. Can't get the shot to go. Uses knife rebound. He'll put it back up. It's good. Again, uses knife. A 6'5 senior gets the rebound. He puts it up and in. It's a 1-point game. 11-9. 4:54 to go in the first half. Brenton Barber is also in for the first time here tonight. Yackley, zip it over to Moore. Pass inside to Whitler, who is wide open underneath. And looks like we might have a injured Tiger there as Whitler is able to get the score on the assist. Uses knife, was slow to get up, but looks like he's going to be all right there as he's at the elbow. 13-9 to score. White Wolf puts it on the deck. Again, we'll get a foul. I'll give that one off there to Jet Yackley. He'll pick up his first personal. And is the team's second of the quarter. Here's his knife. Is going to check out here. Again, you hope that he's all right. Maybe it just fell down awkwardly. And we'll hope that he's all right. Checking in for the Tigers was Marshall. Is up top now, it's Olsen. Is the Chargers on a 10-2 run right now. Up top to Berkland. He'll swing it now back to Marshall, who had the first 4 points for the Tigers in this game. He'll put it on the deck, goes up, puts up a little floater, got to go in. Jaden Marshall with 6 as he gets his first bucket of the second quarter. It makes it 13-11. Ackley over the midcourt stripe now. It looks like Dupree still trying to run maybe a zone defense here, as it looks like that's the case. Ackley back to Moore, back to Ackley again. So playing a little bit of catch right now. 15 on the shot clock. It's Whitler. Quick catch and shoot. Triple. No good. Rebound, though, by Brenton Barber for a second chance. It's Falkenhagen who couldn't get the shot to go up. And it's going to be a missed shot by Falkenhagen. It will give it to the Dupree Tigers. And Brenton Barber had that rebound, and then for Falkenhagen couldn't just get the shot to go in, but that is 3 straight misses now for Sully Buttes. It right now ends a 10-2 run after that score from Marshall as he tries to get another bucket. So he'll be fouled underneath. And that will send Marshall to the line once again, who is perfect. And a 4 for 4. That's how Dupree is in this first half. Now giving off there to Cooper Falkenhagen. Will pick up his first and allows Marshall to make his 5th. Dupree looking to tie it up here for the first time tonight. And he will do so with that free throw. 13 all. 3:20 to go in the first half. Ackley over the midcourt stripe. Dupree trying to get caught looking on a trap. It's going to be Easton Moore drives in, puts up the bucket, and he's going to get a 3-point opportunity at the line. What a battle cry after making that shot. Are they going to give the bucket is the question. Yeah, they do. So it's going to be 1 free throw. So Easton Moore with his second bucket of the night. And a chance to make it back to a 3-point game with 3:09 to go. Moore's free throw is no good. It'll stay a 2-point game. Berkland rebound. And quickly gives it off there to Meeks. Meeks will put up a shot. No good. Easton Moore will secure the rebound. Quickly over to Ackley. Ackley on a 3, no good. It is hit out of bounds. It's going to stay Charger basketball as Marshall will hit it out of bounds. Bretton Barber going to check out for Gavin Colson, who's playing with 2 fouls. 2:52 to go. Moore inbound to Whitler. Back to Moore. Kick out there to Ackley. It's going to be a give to Whitler. Whitler in the paint. He'll put it up. It's no good. Going to be taken away there by Marshall. Marshall looks for the pass inside. Maybe was thinking Meeks was going to continue to go, and I'll give the basketball back right to the Chargers. That's the 8th turnover by Dupree. And good news for Dupree fans as Aiden uses knife. He is back in. .232 to go. Ackley over the midcourt stripe. So again, the Tigers are really trying to get him close to that midcourt stripe as possible, but Chargers have done a good job kind of avoiding that, and it's going to be an offensive foul on the Chargers. And Cooper Falkenhagen has picked up his second. The away ball foul gives the basketball back to the Tigers. That'll be turnover number 4 for Sully Buttes on the offensive foul. As White Wolf has it. Skip pass over down to Marshall. Marshall's going to fire a 3. That one's going to hit the back iron. Use this knife rebound. Give it back out to Marshall. Second chance. Marshall loses it. He'll give it off there to Berkland. Berkland will go up with more on the jump, and that will get the call and puts a trip to the line for Marshall. Excuse me, I apologize. That's Berkland who is going to be at the line. And that will be Easton Moore again. Just kind of got caught in the air. And the free throw is good for Cruz Berkland. It's a 1-point game with 2:02 to go. Final free throw. Berkland to tie it. No good. Rebound is going to be Easton Moore. And you see there it is Olsen, who's at the midcourt stripe, really trying to get that trap to go. But Chargers have done a good job trying to be avoiding that often. Whitler going on the attack. Loses it. He'll kick it out there to Yackley. Yackley back to Moore at the top. 1:42 to go. It is a 15-14 game for Sully Buttes. Moore up top to Colson. Swing it over to Whitler. Whitler now. Skip pass out to Yackley. 4 on the shot clock. Yackley on the floater. He got it to go in. Just a perfect touch on the floater was what Yackley needed, and it makes it now 17-14. 1:18 to go. Marshall gonna go on the drive. He'll back his way in. Moore trying to get the steal. Still on the ground. Moore will tap it over to Falkenhagen. Trying to get it off, and that'll be a travel by Falkenhagen. That'll be the 5th turnover. It was a steal, though, by Easton Moore. As Falkenhagen was just trying to rip the basketball away, and maybe some frustration there. But either way, it is going to be Dupree basketball. They have a chance to tie it with a 3 or get it to within 1. Berkland's at the top. He'll swing it over now there to Olsen. It's a give down to use his knife. Back up top. He'll swing it around the arc. Now it's going to be a drive by Berkland. Berkland goes. He'll put it up for 2. Just made the right move at the right time, and it cuts it to within 1. It is 17-16. 43 seconds to go. Colson. Back to Yackley. Yackley at the top. Yackley on the drive. Yackley got the lane. He'll lose it. Out of bounds. It was last touch there by the Tigers, though, with 29.9 to go. And Easton Moore will trigger it in for the baseline. Moore, football throw all the way to Whitler. He gets it in. 13 on the shot clock. Whitler from behind the back, and finally we'll get a call as it looked like he maybe got tripped there. Coach Bush is advocating that Whitler was maybe having his back go back on the player and maybe get a call there, and that tended to be the case. Trey Whitewolf will pick up his first personal. And because of that foul, it turns the shot clock off, and the Chargers can have the final shot again. Yackley trying to create some separation. Whitewolf will go to the deck. Yackley trying to play keep away. Whitler back to Yackley. 8 seconds to go. Fires a 3. He falls to the floor and got it to go in. Trifecta from Jay Yackley. Full court shot heave is no good. And the Chargers will go into the half with a big shot there from Jet Yackley and leads 20-16. What a great first half of basketball. We'll step aside. We're back in 2 minutes on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitmer Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitmer Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get them, Chargers.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. And what a first half that we have here. The loudest, I will say, for small school basketball, this is one of the most impressive games, atmospheres that I've called a game. I will just say that. As far as a playoff game, I should say, because, I mean, the home crowd for Sully Buttes all season long for both the boys and girls has been fantastic. So shout out to everybody who is here. Shout out to everybody that's on our stream here. Big thanks. Trying to make sure I can see who is Jeremy chiming in. Mike Porter is saying go Chargers. Looks like the Connor typing in going Chargers #1. And then we also got somebody who is cheering for the Tigers. So I know we got a lot of viewers here in this one, and we appreciate you tuning in. Also on the radio side of things, can't thank you enough for making this broadcast possible as well. What a first half. It was 8-7 Chargers advantage after one quarter of basketball. Dupree had the lead for a while, but the Chargers got it there late in that first quarter. Then they would go on a 10-2 run to start the second quarter, and they outscored the Tigers 12-9 in the second quarter of the contest. We ended up with one lead change, one tie in the contest so far. And right now, it's the Tigers with 9 turnovers. Sully Buttes unofficially with 5. Again, all shooting numbers in rebounds and missed shots are all unofficial. I just want to clarify that for our folks tuning in. The three-point percentage for the Tigers is 22%. They shot 4 of 18 from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point land, and they are almost near perfect at 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. For the Chargers, I had them of 8 of 19 from the field, 2 of 8 from three-point land, and 2 of 6 from the charity stripe so far. Nobody on the bench has been able to get into the scores column yet, so it's all been starter scoring in this first half. We'll tell you what that scoring looks like on this other side of a 90-second timeout on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. As the Chargers lead at your Lincoln Out Construction and Hawaii Grain halftime show at 20-16. Back in 90 seconds.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 2 120-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake & Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Gina, and the entire Lake & Out construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Well, this is something you don't hear every day. A NFL team backing out of a trade. I just had to say that because that was the big news of the weekend. They have backed out of their trade of Max Crosby. So that's my regular sports for the day there. But regular sports news, I should say. Let's get back to this game. Let's take a look at the individual numbers here, scoring-wise. And we'll start with the Dupree Tigers. They are led right now by Jaden Marshall. He's got 8 points of the 16 for the Tigers. He has made most of them from the charity stripe. He's made 6 of his 8 from the free throw line. For Aiden Usenknife, he has got 2 points, but 6 rebounds. Those rebounds have really been very helpful for the Tigers in this one, even though they're down 2 in the rebounding category unofficially. He has made his presence known in the rebounding category here in this one. You got 3 for Spencer Olson and Cruz Birkeland in the contest so far, so only 4 in the scores column for the Tigers. For the Sully Buttes, they're led by they're led by Jet Yackley, He's got 10 points in the contest. Easton Moore's got 4 points and 6 boards. Wesley Whitler with 5 and 4. And Gavin Colson's got a free throw in the contest so far in this one. So 4 of their 5 starters for both teams right now in the scores column in this after one half of play. Let's take a look at some scores real quickly here around the state of South Dakota. We'll focus on the Class B games here because, well, Sully Buttes is in Class B. So let's get you those scores here real quickly here. And taking a look for this one is, again, the crowd continues to go as the Chargers are the first out of the locker room here, having a big second half they're looking to have on the way. So do have some final scores. Castlewood, he's going to be the number 1 seed in state. They have won 69-43 over Timberlake. DeSmit defeated Ipswich 56-45. Volberg Hurley defeated White River 70-57. Aberdeen Christian is going back to the state tournament. They won 67-52. Lyman is up 32-25 over Leoa Frederick area. And you have right now Freeman over Laurel Burl 38-22. And the other game that's going on is Sunburn Central is up on Wall 36-33 at the end of the first half. We'll take a quick 30-second half action. He's next here on Country 95.3. Big thanks to Lincoln Down Construction, a wide grade, for letting us know what the halftime report looks like. Back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
20 seconds away from the third quarter getting underway. Chargers with a 4-point advantage. The biggest lead has been 4 for either team so far. Chargers had that at an 11-7 game, and right now at 20-16, the Dupree Tigers had that 4-point lead when they led 7-3 at one point. Again, 2 lead changes in 1 tie is on the way here so far in this one, but we are underway. Third quarter is getting started as the Dupree Tigers will have it. They'll flip ways as it now will be White Wolf giving it off there to Marshall on the far side. As now White Wolf is on the attack. Spins, will fire a mid-range jumper. That will hit off the iron. Birkeland rebound, puts it up. Can't get the shot to go. And it is going to be right back to the Dupree Tigers. And now we got a stoppage of play. And it looks like Birkeland is slow to get up here. And you hope that he's all right with 7:41 to go in the third quarter. And looks like he is going to be checked out here. And going to try to get up under his own power. And gotta love the passion that he has. I know it's gonna be hurting, but trying his best to make his way to the bench. And now we'll bring in Austin Kennedy for the Tigers. Again, hopefully he can get back into this game, and for Birkeland, hope that he's all right. So the Tigers will have it. It'll be their third chance. They missed their first 2 shots. As Usenknife has it, picks up the dribble, gives it off there to Kennedy. Kennedy, underhand scoop and score to try to take to within 2. He'll be fouled after the missed shot, and he gets the rebound. As the Tigers have missed their last 4. And James Miles, they'll get Jet Yackley on the foul. James Miles is going to get set to check out here. And Cooper Falkenhagen will check in as the first free throw there by Marshall is no good, and that will end his perfect streak of 6 in a row. Final free throw coming up here for Marshall, looking to go at least one of two. Can't get the second free throw to go in. It's going to be rebounded by Wesley Whitler, who quickly gives it off there to Colson. Looking to bounce, pass it off to Falkenhagen, and that's going to be a turnover. Chargers will turn it over for the sixth time here tonight. And it goes back to the Tigers here. White Wolf at the top. He'll swing it out to Olsen. Olsen now back up top as he gets it back there. It's going to be Marshall. Feed inside to use his knife. Kick out there. Kennedy fires a triple from the near corner. Got it to go in. Dawson Kennedy splashes it in. It's a 1-point game with 6:50 to go. Whitler on the drive. Nice Euro step move. He got the layup to go. Wesley Whitler definitely leaned one way. Got it to go in. It's now 22-19. The shot there is good by the Tigers. They cut it back to within one. It's Gavin Colson on the other end. And that one no good either. Falkenhagen trying to get the rebound. Still is up in the air. Still fighting for the rebound. It's picked up there by Colson. He'll go for the layup. Can't get that layup to go. And it's going to be finally, after all of that, White Wolf will be the one who comes up with it. Fires a three. Hits the back iron. Going to be Yackley to save it off there to Whitler. I'll talk about a hot potato game going on here for a moment. Everybody had a hard time securing the basketball. As the Tigers down by one here. That was White Wolf who got the buckets for the Tigers to cut it to within one. 22-21. Yackley has it with 10 on the shot clock. 5:41 to go in the third. Colson looking for Whitler. Gets it. 4 on the shot clock. Whitler picks it up, and it's going to be a blocking foul, so that will save the possession. And that will reset the shot clock. It was at 2 seconds. And Spencer Olsen will pick up his first. So a break for the Chargers. And use his knife again. Is going to have to check out. And checking in will be Meeks. Carson Miles will check in for Falkenhagen. After a little late substitutions. 5:35 to go. Yackley will swing it to Whitler. At the top, back to Yackley at the top. He'll swing it now to Moore. Moore on the near wing. Playing catch around the arc. Colson on the corner. Give inside to Moore. Moore is going to back out to the corner. Bounce past it, looking for Whitler, but it's going to be taken away by White Wolf. White Wolf was there for the steal. He's going to go coast to coast with it, but it's swatted away by Easton Moore. And a second chance, though, by the Tigers as Moore denied that easy layup. It was a coast-to-coast opportunity there for White Wolf, but Easton Moore will stop it. Going to give inside there for Kennedy. Kennedy will put a spin-around shot up. And it's now a 1-point lead for the Dupree Tigers with 4:42 to go. Lead change number 2. Whitler off the glass, in and out. Kennedy rebound. Kennedy, coast to coast, and a blocking foul. Looks like officials maybe trying to calm some things down. Just tell by the emotion. And Whitler was trying to advocate that was on the ground. That was the case. And that'll be Carson Miles picking up his first foul. With 4:29 to go, they'll inbound it from the baseline. No changes to either lineup. I'll keep the same 5 out there. Inbound is going to be received out of bounds. Gavin Colson on the defense. Spencer Olsen didn't even know where he was at, up near the sideline. And that will give Sully Buttes the basketball. 10th turnover by Dupree. Sully Buttes with 7. Yackley Gives it off to Whitler. He'll swing it back to Yackley. Back up top now for Whitler. 4:15 to play in the third. He'll swing it around. Colson inside more. Off the glass. Whitler rebound. Whitler going to try to put it up, and they're going to call for a travel. And Whitler is in disbelief that is going to be a traveling call. 4:05. White Wolf going to direct some traffic. He'll make his way to the near side. Bounce pass out there to Kennedy. Has a drive. Has a lane. He'll have the whistle and 2 free throws. They're going to say that's a blocking foul on Carson Miles, who will pick up his second. And to tell you, the hearing is probably going to be gone by tomorrow. That's how loud this gym is. Timeout taken by Dupree. Could have been actually Sully Buttes. We'll see. Yet they will give it to Sully Buttes. 30-second timeout with 3:52 to go, which gives us a chance to thank the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Be an example, driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So a timeout by the Chargers. They're down to 3. It is Dupree with 4. And that's been the Dupree section all night. It is even up, winning or losing. They have continued to stay loud, but right now somebody is going to have heartbreak in what is going to be a great ending to this game, and it's going to be probably a low-scoring affair. The only Buttes really haven't had a low-scoring contest all season. Dupree had one that finished at 38-30. And the first free throw by Marshall, as we still haven't gotten those yet, is going to be a miss. And we'll get one more. Coach Whitler and Coach White at the end of the bench trying to maybe strategize what's going on here. And it's going to be a 2-point lead for Dupree, 24-22, with 3:47 to go. Miles has it. He'll hand it off to Whitler. Whitler going to try to get out of the trap. He does to Moore. Back out to Whitler. Triple from the corner. Hits the back iron. Going to be brought down. They're going to give White Wolf the rebound. As Marshall just said, here you go. Take the rebound. Here's a kick out. White Wolf on the drive. Loses it for a moment. Regains control. He'll put up a shot off the glass, and it's good. Right now it is a run by the Dupree. It's a 7-0 run. Yackley giving off to Colson. He'll fire a 3. That one's in! Gavin Colson cuts it to within 1. 26-25. 3:05 to go. Dupree on a 7-3 run. Marshall has it. Matched up by Miles in the man-to-man. Marshall on the drive. Splits the defense. Underhand scoop and score is good. Nine points for Jaden Marshall. Whitler on the attack. Whitler will lose it. Puts up the shot. It's going to be a foul with all the contact and reaching on that one. And Wesley Whitler will get 2 freebies from the foul stripe. It has been a 8-man deep bench or 8 deep is what Sully Buttes is. They've only had 8 players in the contest. Dupree's been the same way. As the free throw is no good by Wesley Whitler. Good news for Dupree, and hopefully again, you hope Cruz Berkland is all right, but he is out on the bench. We'll find out if we get to see him again in this game. Whitler for his second. That is good. It's a 1-score game. Back to Dupree. His clock is now at 2:32. White Wolf has it. White Wolf will back his way on Yackley. Goes baseline. Spins again. He just has that spin shot nailed down. What can you do if you're the defense for Sully Buttes? I mean, he just spins it and just can get a beautiful shot out there. And right now, it's helping Dupree with a 4-point lead. Whitler in the paint, puts up the shot. It's good. And timeout going to be spent by Sully Buttes. They'll be down to 2. With 2:07 to go in the third. Sully Buttes down by 2. It is 30-28. And once again, let's give a big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office here, as they want to let you know to be a good citizen. Help out your community, your friends and neighbors. Make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 30-28. 2:07 to go in the third. Both teams will disperse, as one team is going to be heading to Aberdeen on Thursday next week. One season has come to a close here tonight in Gettysburg. The 8-9 contest. The Sully Buttes is the 8 seed. Dupree is the 9. After a slow start for Dupree, they have won 13 straight. Sully Buttes has had the gauntlet of A squads they have faced this year. Looking for the inside give for Marshall. Taken away there as Yackley gets in the passing lane. Moore will throw that off to Whitler. $1:50 to go. Whitler on the attack. Jump stop. Nice jump stop move. Ryan Whitler for 2. Whitler with 12. And we're tied for a second time tonight. We're tied at 30s. White Wolf loses it. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be on the floor. Jump ball arrow will favor Sully Buttes. Yackley really took a shot there. Not a purposeful shot, just kind of was the man on the floor with everybody jumping on for the basketball. As White Wolf and the official are making sure things are good. It looks like things are good as well. Again, in a game like this, all the emotions are going to be there. Good and bad. It's going to be on both teams either way things go. But again, this is a great 8-9 contest that you're getting here in the SODAK 16. Yackley will step out. Shot is blocked there by Spencer Olson. Got air late, but it's going to be rebounded there by Kennedy, who gets the deflected shot. And now Dupree can once again take the lead. Yackley was going to try to go for the splash lead. It's going to be Marshall on the drive. He got it to go in. Marshall with 11. Dupree up by 2. 32-30 with $1:03 to go. Yackley will swing it over to Miles. Miles out the top, back to Yackley. One dribble off there to Colson. Colson to Whitler. Whitler baseline. It gives it off to Easton. Moore hits the back iron and no good. It's going to be brought down there by Trey White Wolf, who has got 8 in the quarter. White Wolf will hand it off there to Marshall. Actually went through his hands and probably got him in the face there for a moment, but regains control. Shot clock is separated by 7. I lied, that is not 7 seconds, I apologize. But here's a drive, another deny there by Easton Moore out of bounds. With 25 seconds to go, it's 13 seconds, I should say, the shot clock is separated by. Sometimes broadcaster math is not the greatest, I will be completely honest with you. 25.4 to go. Inbound will go there to Kennedy. Kennedy is matched up by Miles. Man-to-man defense. White Wolf spinning. He's going to do his spin move. Shot again. Can't get it to go, though. It's Whitler with the rebound, and the Chargers will, of course, hold it for the final shot. 10 seconds to go. It is Yackley. Back to Whitler. Who's going to get the final shot? Whitler's going to go on the drive. Whitler, Euro step, layup, no good. Whitler trying to get a second chance and can't do so. And we have played 3 quarters of basketball. 8 more minutes to decide who is going to Aberdeen on Thursday. We'll tell you after a minute timeout on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. When connection matters, it's not just about speed, it's about people. At Venture Communications, you get 100% fiber internet, dependable phone service, and streaming options that fit your life. All supported by friendly local teams who live and work in your community, ready to help anytime. From everyday moments to the ones that matter most, Venture is here to keep you connected. Call 605-852-2224 or visit venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The Corner is located on Highway 83.
Fourth quarter is underway. 8 minutes to decide this basketball game in regulation. Dupree is going to have it here, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Carson Miles. And I had to pull, because I have an Apple Watch, I had to pull out how loud this gym has been all night. It's been averaging about 90 decibels here tonight, so it has been a loud gym from the beginning. Inbound pass is going to go to Spencer Olson, who was wide open. White Wolf at the rebound for a second chance underneath. Scoop is no good there by Marshall. And it's going to be a 2 and done for the Dupree Tigers. Colson, triple on the way, will hit the side, but he gets his own rebound off to Yackley and gives the Chargers a second chance. Yackley will give it off to Whitler. Deep three. You bet! (33-32), 7:16 to go. Chargers back up for the third time tonight. White Wolf off to Olsen on the far wing. He'll give it up top there to Kennedy. There's a swing there for Marshall. Triple to answer. He does. Jaden Marshall with the score. And the Dupree Tigers are trying to put a little bit of pressure as they lead by 2 at 35-33. Colson, can he answer with this three? He can't do so. Run down there by Carson Miles for a second chance. I'll give it off to Yackley on the far wing, just in front of the Sully Buttes bench. And as Coach White giving instructions to his team. There's more. Oh, maybe got away with a travel there. Whitler triple, though, will hit off the front iron. And Sully Buttes right now have missed all their shots from three-point land besides one. And now it goes back to the Tigers of Dupree. And almost a 2-hour drive to Gettysburg while the Chargers had a 30-minute drive. White Wolf triple, that's good. The three-point barrage is starting to enter the game here. 5-point lead, the biggest lead of the night, 38-33. Colson has it. He'll dribble it off. Couple of dribbles off to Yackley. He'll swing it back to Colson. Feed inside to Whitler. Skip out there to Moore. Moore for the three. Can't do so. It's off to the right. And the Chargers are shot 20% in the quarter. They have all been from three-point land. There's a give there to Olsen. That one is going to miss everything. Let's get it off to Whitler. And Whitler is going to get it late, but it's going to be a foul by Spencer Olsen. And that will be the first team foul by Dupree in the quarter. We have not entered the bonus at all in this game. I should maybe point that out there. Spencer Olsen picked up his first. Or I lied, he picked up his second. Clock is at 5:25. Yackley will dribble it once off to Colson. Colson will go back to Yackley. Yackley now, back to Colson, on the corner, give it inside to Whitler. Whitler, there's a trap there by Dupree, he's underneath, puts up the shot, he's fouled. Trying to go for a under the basket shot, and it'll pay off by a trip to the line. As this game is not out of reach yet, you don't have to be desperate from three-point land. As we'll see Cooper Falkenhagen check in just a moment after the first free throw. 5:09 to go. Wesley Whitler at the line. Third foul there by Kennedy. Whitler will make the first. Whitler with all four in the quarter. Cuts it to within 4. 5:09 to go. Second free throw. He's good. 3-point game. 5:09 to go. Number 9 seed Dupree up by 3 over 8 seed Sully Buttes. Sully Buttes have been in that top 15 all season long. Dupree had to go on a big winning streak to get to this point. White Wolf triple. We'll leave that short. It's rebounded by Cooper Falkenhagen. 4:40 to go. Moore will swing it quick with the Ackley. Another catch and shoot triple. You bet. And we are tied for the third time tonight. 38 apiece with 4:27 to go. Give inside to use his knife. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Dupree basketball. And they'll inbound it from the baseline on the far side. White Wolf will trigger it in. Walk-in continues the survey. Inbound will go to Kennedy, and a timeout spent by Dupree. They got 4, they'll be down to 3. 4:22 left to go. Another 30-second timeout. And it's Coach White trying to maybe ask where that timeout or inbound is going to be here in just a few moments, but yeah, now the three-point barrage is starting to come in. We've already had 4 threes in the quarter so far. Is this game you would expect out of an 8-9 seed game? Still no upsets here so far today as far as the Class B goes. Let's see if we can get you an update from for the Stanley County game in Miller. Right now they lead Flandreau at the end of the first half 26-18 as they're trying to get their first trip back in almost 30 years. Sully Beavs are trying to get back since before COVID. Sully Beavs disperses from their timeouts, and so does Dupree. The Tigers will have the basketball with a chance to regain their lead. We've ended up with 4 lead changes and 3 ties in the contest so far. Kennedy has it. He'll give it off there to White Wolf. White Wolf will swing it now to Marshall. Give inside to Kennedy. Kennedy backs his way out to the arc. Give it off there to use his knife. Use his knife. Give it off to Olsen with 6 on the shot clock. Give it off to Marshall. Marshall on the drive with 3 to go. Lays it off the glass. It's no good. And Wesley Whitler picks up the rebound and will get a foul. And the foul is going to go against the Tigers. They'll give it off there to Aiden Use his knife, who will pick up his second of the contest so far. Under the midway point of the fourth quarter, we are still tied at 38. Yackley swings it off to Moore. Moore on the near wing. He'll dribble it into the paint. He'll spin one way. Puts up the shot for 2, and the Chargers have lead change number 5. It is 40-38. 3:32 to go. 7-0 run for Sully Buttes. Kennedy back to Marshall. Marshall will give it off there to use his knife. Bounce pass inside looking for White Wolf. He regains it, almost lost it there. White Wolf is going to spin. On the elbow, it's taken away by Easton Moore. And we'll get a whistle, and it's going to be a jump ball. And that will be Sully Buttes basketball. And it looks like they're just trying to clean up a spot there, but it's going to be Sully Buttes basketball after the tie-up. And a chance to extend their lead. Their biggest lead in the game has been 4 points. Coach Bush was trying to get a timeout there, and it was after the jump ball call was made. So, in a sense, it saves them a timeout, but the downside is if you're Dupree, that could be a chance for Sully Buttes to extend the lead. Especially now that this game is starting to wind down. 3 minutes to go on the fourth. 40-38, Sully Buttes up. Yackley at the midcourt circle. Now he'll swing it back to Wesley Whitler with 50 on the shot clock. Whitler picks up his dribble off to Colson. Says give it back to Whitler. Directing everything. 2:43 to go. Whitler swinging to Yackley. Yackley got 1 man to go. He'll fire mid-range jumper off the glass. No good. Cooper Falkenhagen rebound for a second chance. And there's the kick out there back to Whitler. Chargers maybe thinking about starting to use clock here, but if that's the case, they're going to have to get a score. Whitler will pass it off to Moore. Moore bounce pass off to Whitler. Whitler drive. Baseline. Kick out there to Yackley. Yackley drive. Back to Moore. Moore for 3. Takes a bounce, doesn't get the roll. Falkenhagen rebound, couldn't do so. And will be still a tie up, and we're going to get a foul. This is going to be Sully Buttes basketball because of the foul. And it's going to be on Jaden Marshall. Could have gone either way. Either way, the Sully Buttes Chargers are going to have it. Colson inbound to Whitler. Clock starts with 2:05. Back. Yackley pass in there to Whitler on the drive, getting themselves a 4-point lead. Can't do it. Jaden Marshall rebound. Sully Buttes have missed 3 straight, but they're still on a 7-0 run. White Wolf will give it off there to Kennedy. Swinging out. There's a look for the give inside, and another foul. As looks like Hughes' knife was trying to get the pass, couldn't secure it, and they're going to give a foul off to the Chargers. And they're going to get Jet Yackley on his 3rd. Again, I said the emotions were going to go both ways. It's going to be 2 different emotions, and out of bounds, it's Chargers basketball. White was trying to get it in there, but couldn't get to secure the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds in front of the Dupree bench. And now it's the opposite reactions for both these two teams. Whitler loses it, picks it up, that's going to be a foul. So another foul, and because of that foul, that is the 5th team foul on Dupree. And for the first time here tonight, we're going to be in the bonus. As if you probably saw in the feed, you saw Coach Bush not thrilled how this sequence of events has come out, as Wesley Whitler will miss the first. Despite the last 3 shots, despite the missed free throw, it's still a 7-0 run. The Chargers have outscored Dupree 10-6 in the 4th. Shot is no good, and another foul. This one we're going to go on Easton Moore. Over the back. And we'll get a timeout taken by Dupree. 1:38 to go. It is 40-38 Sully Buttes. Full timeout. We're back in 30 here on Country 95.3 as we are in the 8 o'clock hour on KLXS Pier. We're back in 30 seconds.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
That has been this gym the entire way. 1:38 to go. It was a foul on Easton Moore. And both teams now down to 2 timeouts. No fouls to give for Dupree. Chargers with 2 fouls to give. Easton Moore, Gavin Colson, Wesley Whitler, Cooper Falkenhagen, and Jet Yackley will be the 5 out there for the Chargers. Spencer Olson, Dawson Kennedy, Trey White Wolf, Aiden uses knife, and Jaden Marshall. The 5 for the Tigers. Probably the final 5 out there for both teams for the rest of the way. 90 seconds to go. Chargers looking to hold on, and that will be a foul given off to Gavin Colson. He'll pick up his 3rd. Yeah, we'll get one more foul, you would have to assume, if it comes to that point for Sully Buttes. White Wolf gets the inbound in. There's the give back to White Wolf. He'll put up the shot. They wave it off. It's on the floor, so that was the break for the Chargers. As they were trying to get the shot off quickly, but the foul will go against Sully Buttes. And Gavin Colson has just picked up his 4th. 1:25 to go. Dupree trying to tie it or take a lead with a three. Uses knife, gets it. He'll hand it off there now to Kennedy. 1:20 to go. Three for the lead. That is no good. Rebound is by Cooper Falkenhagen. And it's taken away by White Wolf. Puts it up, it's good. Trey White Wolf with the steal, the score, and the fourth tie of the night. Timeout was taken by one of the two teams. It was actually taken by Dupree. So now we are tied at 40 apiece with 1:08 to go. Dupree does not have a timeout or a foul to give, neither does Sully Buttes. So the question is what do you do for both teams? You got to think Dupree is going to be on defense. Sully Buttes is going to get the inbound. Just got to get over the timeline. Again, Dupree is going to, if nothing foul-wise happens, Dupree is going to get the basketball back. The full 35 goes all the way. A steal and a tie ties this game up at 40 apiece with turnover number 9 for Sully Buttes. We expect to see Dupree come out in a full court press. 1:08 to go. If March Madness, because it hasn't, March Madness has got an early start. Moore to inbound it. Goes to Whitler, back to Moore. Moore will give it back to Whitler. Whitler's matched up there by White Wolf. He gets it over the timeline. So you got that part down. Now you got to get another score here if you're Sully Buttes. Whitler to Yackley with 52 seconds to go. Yackley will give it off there to Colson. Colson back to Whitler. 13 on the shot clock now. Whitler will give it back to Yackley. Back to Moore, and a timeout spent by Sully Buttes. 9 seconds on the shot clock with 42 and a half to go on the game clock. It is a full timeout. Let's take a quick 30 here. We're tied at 40 apiece here in the fourth quarter. Chargers on a 7-2 run, but Dupree, ties it up at 40. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag, chemical, and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag, chemical, and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
41 seconds to go. There'll be 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Sully Buttes Chargers. Timeouts. Got one left for each team. No fouls to give. 42 and a half. Colson will inbound it in front of the student section of Sully Buttes. Whitler has it. 8 seconds to go. They got to get a shot off. Whitler to Yackley. Yackley zips it over to Moore, but it's going to be taken away. White Wolf tries to save it. He does. White Wolf get it back from uses knife. And the shot clock is still on. Dupree electing to not take a timeout. 20 seconds to go. Winner goes to Aberdeen next week. White Wolf fires a three. That one's no good. It's going to be Sully Buttes basketball with 10.6 to go. Do the Chargers have something in them for 10 seconds? Yackley Hand it off to Whitler. 8 seconds. Back to Yackley. Over the midcourt stripe. 5 seconds to go. Whitler on the drive. Whitler puts it up. It's no good. Second chance. It's good! No, they're going to take it away. Oh my gosh, this is going to come down to a discussion. One official waved it, the other one said, yes, it counts. They're going to count it! And Sully Buttes wins! At the buzzer! Welcome back, Sully Buttes, to the Class B state tournament in Aberdeen. For the first time since before COVID, the Sully Buttes Chargers have 3 more basketball games left to go. As Dupree, it's a heartbreaker, but an insane basketball game. That came down to a conversation. Wesley Whitler with the game-winning bucket. He missed it, got his own rebound, put it back up and in. And the Chargers charge on forward to Aberdeen next week. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, recap this game, and we will step aside and back in 2 minutes on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
A buzzer beater shot by Wesley Whitler. Missing the initial shot. Got the rebound. Put it back up. Buzzer sounded. Conversations took place. And in the end, it counted. And for the first time in a long time, a relief off their shoulders as Sully Buttes is going to Aberdeen next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They will right now, as everything stands. We'll have to check some updates. But you couldn't have asked for any more madness in March, and it happens here in Gettysburg. It took everything out of both teams. Dupree, a heck of a team this season with 10 seniors, had a chance to win it as well. And it didn't go Dupree's way. It went the way of the Chargers. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it. Go celebrate with them. As everybody's getting set, we're going to get some festivities after. Well, what a basketball game here in this one. Quarter by quarter, the Chargers 8 points to 7 after one. It was 12-9 after two in Sully Buttes. They made it 20-16 after first half of play. The Chargers would outscore. I should say the Chargers were outscored the second half 24-22. And I just got an update by John Winkler, sports director for Riverfront Broadcasting, that it will be the Chargers, the number 7 seed next week's state tournament, because Lyman pulled off a win. It sounds like, based on what the information they're saying, maybe going to beat Lyman. I should rephrase that, but it is. I'm going to try to get at least Coach White in and get a player up here. Talk about this. Just talking about the final sequence here is, again, what a win for Sully Buttes. It took until the last moments to get back. We'll get you team stats in just a moment. We're gonna take a break here. I'm gonna try to get Coach Brian White up here. And again, I'll try to get a player as well. So we'll be back in 2 minutes on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. I know that there's gonna be the net cutting coming up here in just a moment, as Coach White is carrying the ladder as well. So with that, we'll step aside. We're gonna be back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports is still working on getting post-game remarks here. And let's take a quick 60 seconds. We're going to fix our video stream here, as it looks like our camera got moved there for a moment. So let's take another 60-second timeout. We'll recap the team stats, individual numbers next here on Country 95.3.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports is the Chargers. In the 8-9 contests are going to be victorious 42-40 on a game-winning shot there by Wesley Whitler on the rebound putback. Chargers would go 16 of 44 from the field, 5 of 17 from three-point land, 5 of 12 from the charity stripe in the contest. No points came from the bench. We'll get into the individual numbers here in just a moment as you're watching the Chargers go up and cutting the net down, knowing that it has been a long time since they've had this moment. Again, I'm still working on trying to get post-game remarks here. I'm trying to get Wesley Whitler and Coach White up here in this one. For the Tigers, they would go 14 of 39 from the field. We got 4 of 12 from three-point land and 8 of 12 from the charity stripe. In this contest, 5 points would come from the bench from Dawson Kennedy for the Tigers in this one. The rebounding advantage gave to the Chargers. Again, all stats unofficial. 28 to 24 rebound advantage went to the Sully Buttes Chargers. You had 13 turnovers for Dupree with 9 for Sully Buttes. And the biggest lead of the contest would be a 5-point lead for Dupree. They led at 38 to 33 at 1 point. The Chargers' biggest lead would be 4. Winning or with a lead of 11 to 7. We ended up the game with 6 lead changes and 4 ties in the contest. Those ties occurred at 13-13, 30-30, 38-38, and 40-40 on the night in that one. So that is how those ties have broken down. Yeah, we mentioned the quarter by quarter shooting percentage, 36% for the Sully Buttes Chargers on the night, 29 from three-point land, and 42% at the first half, I should say. The percentage for Dupree, 37 from the field, 33 from three-point land, as they're still working on cutting that net down here in Gettysburg. The effort, again, by both teams here tonight. You gotta give them Dupree a big shout out as well. They fought and they had that game tied up on a steal, but it was the Chargers who had the last shots. And that was probably what was enough for them to get the win here on this Tuesday night. Sully Buttes finished the game on a 9-2 run for them, and bonuses didn't even come until the fourth quarter that were utilized, I should say, in the ball game. We're going to step aside here. We're going to continue your post-game show on Country 95.3, as we might take a little bit longer of a post-game break here. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll get those individual numbers. I'm going to go try to catch Coach White and Wesley Whitler here. Those are the two I want to get. Of course, Whitler had the game winner, but Coach White and all that. So let's take a 2-minute timeout. I'm going to try my best to go get Coach White and a couple of players, or one here, as I know they do have to get back, but we'll step aside. We're back here in 2 minutes on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
When connection matters, it's not just about speed, it's about people. At Venture Communications, you get 100% fiber internet, dependable phone service, and streaming options that fit your life. All supported by friendly local teams who live and work in your community, ready to help anytime. From everyday moments to the ones that matter most, Venture is here to keep you connected. Call 605-852-2224 or visit venturecom.net.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Continue our post-game show. Is it looks like I do have a chance to get head coach Brian White as he throws the net up, takes the last cut down, and we're going to try to see if we get both him and a player up here as well. But let's take a look at your individual numbers real quickly. Let's start with the Tigers. 2 wouldn't finish up in double-digit scoring. It was led by Jaden Marshall with 14 points on the night. He would finish with 5 rebounds. You had Trey Whitewolf with 13 and 5. Whitewolf did not have any points in the first half, so we had all 13 points in the second half of the contest. Other 4 scorers included Dawson Kennedy would finish with 5. You had Jaden Marshall with Cruz Berkland with 3. Dawson Kennedy would finish with 5, and Aiden Usenknife would finish with 2 points on the night. For the Chargers, it was led by Jet Yackley, finishing with 13 points and 2 rebounds. Wesley Whitler would finish with a double-double at 19 points and 10 rebounds. And also Gavin Colson with 4 and 2. You got Easton Moore with 6 and 7 on the contest of the scoring in this one. So that is all the scoring that took place here. And again, we'll try to see if we can get those post-game remarks coming up here in just a few moments. But that is all the scoring in this one. I know we still have a couple of obligations. That is to get your player of the game, brought to you by Yackley Ranches, and also get your unsung hero, brought to you by Colson Farms. Is it looks like we should be getting, I should say, I apologize, get the player of the game and the unsung hero coming up here as well. So we'll continue our post-game show here. And again, we're really just kind of holding on as long as we can here for the, I apologize, we're trying to get everything processed here, but try to hold on for as long as we can to talk with head coach Brian White and also a player of the game as well. I know they're spending some time, they're celebrating and everything, so if we can't, we'll sign off, but we're going to try and hold on here as long as we can. Let's take another 2-minute timeout. Just kind of maybe hang around, and if not, we still have some obligations to accomplish here. So we'll step aside. We'll be back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters of students and athletes Buttes and wish them the best this season. Whitler Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get them, Chargers. Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as the Sully Buttes Chargers victorious 42-40. I did confirm that we would get Coach White and a player up here in just a moment, but I know he's celebrating right now. So again, we're trying to hold on for as long as possible here as you're listening to Country 95.3, KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station, and we do have a couple of obligations left to go. What is get you your Yackley Ranches player of the game? In a game like this, and you have the opportunity to get the final shot and be able to win the game for you. And I know he's had this recognition quite a bit this season, but just the fact that not even panicking, even after you missed the first one, Wesley Whitler gets that rebound and puts it back up to get the win and send the Chargers back to the state tournament for the first time in a while, and it's been a long time waiting for Sully Buttes. They made it to the SODAK 16 last season. They fell short in that SODAK 16, but this time around, they get over the hump. So Wesley Whitler is your player of the game, brought to you by Yackley Ranches. And again, everybody had their own contribution somehow, some way here tonight, and which means we do have one more obligation. That is to select our unsung hero, brought to you by Colson Farms. The Colson Farms unsung hero goes out to the players that work hard and give it their all, and that's what makes the team better. You may not have heard me say their name, but the unsung hero goes about their own way to make a difference in the game. Colson Farms also works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. You gotta find players, who kind of go, let's just say they go under the radar quite a bit. And again, like I said, you really can give it to anybody, but I thought the few moments that Brenton Barber had in that second quarter in that contest, especially a key rebound to help extend their lead in that first half. I thought Brenton Barber had a really, for the few minutes that he played tonight, definitely has earned your Colson Farms unsung hero player of the game. So your Colson unsung hero of the game goes to Brenton Barber. Your player of the game goes to Wesley Whitler for the game winner here tonight in this one. 42-40 is your final. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. Again, my hope is that we do get to talk with Coach Brian White and a player for the Chargers. So we'll step aside. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout here. Try to hold on for as long as possible. We'll be back here in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
When connection matters, it's not just about speed, it's about people. At Venture Communications, you get 100% fiber internet, dependable phone service, and streaming options that fit your life. All supported by friendly local teams who live and work in your community, ready to help anytime. From everyday moments to the ones that matter most, Venture is here to keep you connected. Call 605-852-2224 or visit venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag, chemical, and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag, chemical, and seed needs. Kyle, 605-280-8710 or Tony, 605-280-4771. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Buttes Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call, AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports is, we did get our interviews as Wesley Whitler is joining me here. And first off, Wesley, I got to ask you what was going through your mind in the final 10 seconds of that fourth quarter.
I just knew that I had to get to the rim. I knew that my coach had confidence in me to get the ball and go score, and I made a pass to Jet, and then I cut through the middle, and he found me, and then luckily I shot it with like 3 seconds left because I missed, and then I put it back in. So
I mean, just the calmness I bet you just had displayed there. Like, I mean, you could have missed that shot, and okay, we're going to overtime, but the fact that you even just attempted to put it back up there, I mean, is that just kind of like, as it goes, or is that something you were like, maybe let's just see what happens?
I think it's just my natural ability to just go after everything. If I get to the rim and I miss, like if I can get it back and put it back up, I'll do that. Especially with Dupree not being super tall, so I feel like I had an advantage there, and I missed, and I just put it back in.
I mean, just to be able to cut the nets down. You guys are back into the tournament for the first time in a long time. I think it's your first tournament that you're going to be going to. I mean, just how excited are you to have that opportunity to go play in Aberdeen, but B, to be able to represent this group of basketball players here for Sully Buttes?
Oh, so excited, man. I mean, I watched my brother go 4 years basically, except COVID killed us on the 2020 run. But I watched him go. It was exciting being a water boy. It's definitely a feeling that I'm never going to forget when I get there. And Aberdeen's the best place to play in South Dakota. So
that is awesome. Wesley, thank you so much for taking some time. I know you want to go celebrate that, but heck of a shot, heck of a win.
Thank
you get 3 more games, man.
Yes,
That's all that matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to play the final day. That's all that matters. Wesley, thank you. We're going to give it off to Coach White here. Coach, first off, it's a moment that just the sheer reaction that you gave to everybody after that game. And when you and Coach Whitler at the end, when just giving a hug. First off, I got to ask you, yes, you guys were celebrating, but then the officials say, hold on, let's have a conversation. I mean, what was going through your mind when you saw that all kind of play out?
Well, when that happened, you just have to stop and relax. And I knew the shot was good. Like it was right in front of me. The official was right in front of me. I'd have been very disappointed if it didn't go that way. The ball was pretty much through the net before it was probably through the net, dang near coming down before the light went off. And that's one nice thing about having the light on the backboard. Great job by that Activities Association getting everybody to do that. So I felt like that was a big moment for us, and it was just pretty awesome feeling for our kids.
I mean, I know it just got to be like a big relief, a sigh of relief that I know it's been a long time since you guys have been in Aberdeen, but the fact that this is the way you guys get to go back to Aberdeen. I mean, just the sheer emotion and being able to cut the nets down once again. I mean, how awesome is it, especially with a senior class like Wesley, Gavin, and James Miles?
Yeah, the senior class means a lot to me. Really, this has been a 4-year process. We kind of we were there through COVID was probably a year where we were in the spot to possibly win it. We felt really good about it. We felt like we had a shot to win a state champion, as our third state championship in about 15 years or so, and we just got knocked out by COVID, so that was unfortunate. And then we lost a really good group of seniors there, and we had some guys that came in, and we might not have been as talented, but they kept the same culture, and the culture stayed. The kids keep working. It's still always been their goal. And this group, like we've said in the locker room for most this year, this isn't a 1-year thing. We haven't been working at this for 1 year. This has been a 4-year process for us to get here and for us to do what we got to do tonight. So I kept telling them we take nothing for granted, because we've worked so hard for 4 years to have this opportunity, and I'm just so proud of them for coming up and having this opportunity and taking that opportunity.
I know I asked Wesley kind of your thoughts as that buzz or that shot was going off. I asked you about your after reaction, but what it was going on. I mean, you were just. I know obviously you're hoping it goes in, but what was your kind of the process or what your thoughts as the inbound all the way down, missed the first shot, Whitler gets the rebound and puts it back. I mean, just what was your mind as a coach going through that?
It's pretty simple. I watched how they started to set up, and I thought the ball could get to Wes. And once they set, and I knew that Wes could get the ball. A lot of people. I mean, the truth is, it's more about players than it is about plays, And I knew that I wanted the ball in the best player's hands, probably one of the best players in the state's hand, and he got the ball in his hand, and he made a great basketball play giving it up. I mean, that was an outstanding basketball play to make the right decision. He gives it up and then makes a great cut off of it. And Jet makes a great decision of finding him down the middle, and from there, you got the best player in the state with the ball in his hands. Let him go, man, and go see what happens. And he did it, and I'm so proud of him, and I'm so happy for him. He's worked so hard for this moment. Like this has been kind of a mecca for him. He was able to get to the Dome and win a state football championship. Him and Gavin have just kind of been a dynamic duo for a long time. Like those two have done so many cool things, whether it's in golf, whether it's in football, whether it's now in basketball, and just those two getting to do that together is a really special moment and something that I'll definitely cherish.
Yeah, they get to cherish 3 more games, Coach. I will tell you, you guys are going to be playing Freeman in the first round. Lyman did pull off an upset, so that bumped you guys into that 7 seed. It will be on Thursday night at 5 o'clock. So, I mean, just when I tell you you're going to play in Aberdeen and you get an opportunity to play in front of a great crowd, I mean, just how excited are you to just get 3 more days of basketball?
Yeah, we get to go play basketball. I mean, we get out of school for 3 days, and we get to go play basketball, and we get to celebrate each other, and we're going to go give Freeman everything they want and more. We're not going to be a fun scout for them, and it happens. Like there's a lot of games that happen. A lot of weird things happen in the Barnett Center, and we're going to be going and shooting to be one of those things that happens.
Well, Coach, I know you got more celebrations to go do, especially the way that you do. I'll ask you this last question because Dupree, I mean, they played a heck of a basketball game. I mean, they never let the game get away from them. I mean, they tied the game at a moment. I mean, just what do you got to say to that Dupree squad who, I mean, played as hard as you guys did tonight?
I mean, my heart goes out to them. Like it stinks. Losing stinks. There's not even a good way to put it. Like they worked just like we did all year. This is a group of a lot of seniors who put a ton of time in over a lot of years to have this opportunity, and somebody's got to win, someone's got to lose, and it's just unfortunate. But I'm glad we were on the winning side, but my heart goes out to those kids.
That is, again, they played a heck of a basketball game, but you guys had the last shot. That's all that mattered in the end. You guys got the scoreboard set that worked in your favor. Coach, thank you so much. I know you had a lot going on. I appreciate you taking some time to come up here. And like I said, I have 3 more interviews with you coming up here next week. So I appreciate your time, and go celebrate some more, and we'll see you next week in Aberdeen.
Hey, thanks for covering us, and we look forward to those interviews again.
Perfect. Head Coach Brian White here. That is going to do it for us here on this Tuesday night. Again, we're going to have a recap. We're going to it's definitely going to be talked on the morning show tomorrow and everything else. So I want to give a big thanks to Jeremy, who has been helping us with the camera work all year. If he's able to travel up to Aberdeen, we'll be excited for him. But if not, I am so grateful that he was taking some time doing all the camera work as well. We still got 3 more broadcasts for you. So we do know it is going to be Thursday night at 5 o'clock Central Time, where Sully Buttes will take on Freeman. The other games are going to be taking place. It is going to be Volberg Hurley taking on Lyman at 11 a.m. Aberdeen Christian and Castlewood would be the 4-5 contest at 12:45. And then it will be DeSmit taking on Wall at 6:45 at the Barnett Center as well. So the bracket is out. It is on bound right now. We'll have a bracket for you as well on KCCRradio.com. But for Jeremy behind the camera, big thanks to Eliza, who was helping us here tonight. And for the final time before state, God is good. God is great. I pray that you guys have a blessed night and you drive safe. God bless. We're going to get you back to